Okay, lads, to Echo Zero, Echo Oscar Lima. Today we are reviewing Crane, Charlie Romeo Alpha November Echo, Cake, Charlie Alpha Kilo Echo, Stout, Figures Tree 2. Just opened this one, poured it out, bit of a big head on it to start with, and rapidly disappeared. It was a very overpowering smell to start with. The nose was very overpowering. It was just too much. It's died off a bit now. Smoky. Very, very smoky. Would I describe it as cake? Perhaps not. Very bitter, dry finish to it. Not a huge amount of flavour. It's very centred in one specific taste. Aftertaste to it is really much the same as the primary taste. There's no specific aftertaste, though there is an aftertaste of the same, if that makes sense. Ashy. Not burnt. I wouldn't say burnt, but ashy. Yeah, ashy and dry. Not particularly hoppy. Yeah, it's very samey throughout. Great taste. Not a lot to describe, but I'd be happily drinking this all evening, really. Yeah. Let's read what's on the bottle. Bottle conditioned for a bolder flavour. Store upright and pour carefully if you prefer to leave the yeast behind. Serve chilled. Small batch, big flavour, handcrafted beers. Brewed in Bristol. 330 ml. Alcohol ABV 6.6%. Best before September 2016. That's only a year from now. Just over a year. Yeah, here we go. Bitter chocolate, espresso, and vanilla stout. Okay. Hadn't noticed any vanilla, but the other two I could see. If you were talking chocolate, we would certainly not be talking about any kind of chocolate with sugar in it. This is pure cocoa. This is very. This is not a sweet beer at all. Made with intense Ugandan vanilla beans. Okay, that's interesting. I hadn't observed that myself. Okay, I may just not have the taste for that. Okay. Organic Peruvian cocoa nibs and locally roasted fine whole espresso beans. A bittersweet treat. Is there a sweet aspect to it? Maybe. It certainly doesn't. It's very subtle, I would say. I wouldn't call this sweet. No. If you're not looking for sweet stuff, this is not sweet. But it's not your bitter. It's not your Marston's or Marston's what's it called, Old Empire or anything like that. It's not that bitter. So maybe it is sweet, but I just wouldn't describe it like that. Contains water, malted barley, hops, yeast, handcrafted and boiled by Crane Beer. Sorry, bottled, not boiled. Cranebeer.com at Crane Beer. Okay, so now you know who to contact, etc. yes, picked this up at Independent Spirit today. Very pleasant. The ashy taste to it, the earthy taste, vastly overwhelms any kind of sweetness as described. One of the best stouts I've had for a while actually. It's so smoky, It's unbelievable. Very impressed. This is what I go for. It's not necessarily what everybody out there likes. This is what I like. Really ashy. I mean, it sounds uncouth or whatever, but and I wouldn't want to try it in reality. But pick up an ashtray and eat that. This is what this is like. Perhaps not. I haven't actually done that, so let's be clear on that. I may not know what I'm talking about. No, everyone knows that. Really ashy taste. Really, how can I describe it? The remnants of something burnt. It's, there's not much more I can describe. But I do say go and get one. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Go and get one of these Crane Cake Stouts. Absolutely. More beer reviews coming soon. I've got some very interesting stuff in my stash. I would highly recommend to you people. 2E0EOL. Off and clear and wishing you a good evening. 7-3.